Have you been overwhelmed with creative ideas? One day, you decide to paint. Another day, you decide you're going to create some stickers. You dabble with murals, build websites, design logos. The list goes on and on. Then this video is for you. Most likely, you are a multi-passionate creative, someone who is interested in several art mediums or art projects, and it is hard for you to pick just one. There are successful artists who can focus on one thing, and in most cases, they are probably not multi-passionate creatives. I'm talking to the artist who is all over the place with ideas. Like you, I have been all over the place. I love art and design, and while there are several paths I could take, I realize that by focusing on what I was passionate about would help me grow as an artist. Now, this doesn't mean that I don't venture off from time to time and try new things, but I do have a focus when it comes to my art. So let's break it down into 3 easy steps. Use an art journal that is dedicated to your art practice. This journal will help you jot down all of those great ideas and those multi-passionate art projects that you want to keep track of. The projects and plans, they all go in here, in this one place. I have been doing this for years, and it really helps me to focus. Open up your art journal to a brand new page. I want you to brainstorm all of your art ideas onto this one page. This can be anything from art mediums that you would like to try to products that you would like to make or services that you would like to give as an artist. Circle the top 3. The ones that resonate with you the most will usually pop off the page. You can always revisit the other ideas later. That's why you have this art journal, so that you can keep track of all those great ideas. But it doesn't mean that you have to do them all at once, so just focus on those top 3. The second thing that you're going to do is figure out what art supplies you already have on hand that can support these top 3. So start on a new piece of paper and write down your top 3. The top 3 that I have narrowed my focus down to are pen and ink, watercolor, and mixed media. In watercolor, I have different traveling watercolor kits. I have watercolor tubes, watercolor pans, watercolor pencils. I would also include under watercolor. So as you can see, in pen and ink, I have put things like sketchbooks, micron pens, and other fine liners that I already have on hand, including some of my gel pens and things like that I can use for pen and ink. Mixed media. Now, the kind of mixed media that I do is mixed media on canvas. So that would be acrylic, inks, chalk paint, acrylic inks, colored pencils, gouache, and distressed crayons and things like that. Please keep in mind that you do not have to go out and buy all of these supporting materials when you are trying to figure out your focus. Just start with what you have. The things that I have built up over time, and so I do have quite a bit in each of these categories, but that's because I have focused in or honed in on these top 3. Okay, so do you want tip number 3? Tip number 3, I'm going to give you during a live on Friday at noon. Now, I've never done a live before, but I am trying to challenge myself to do that this month, every Friday at noon. A little terrified? I think so. I think that would be exactly what you would call it. However, I am doing this because I am trying to grow, and I think that this might be a great way to do it. So I've given you tip number 1 and tip number 2. if you want tip number 3, please join me on Instagram Live tomorrow at noon, and I will give you my tip number 3. And if you miss it for some reason, I am going to post it as a video afterwards, so you can watch the replay. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. You can watch the replay then. So I hope you enjoyed these first 2 tips, and I hope that you have learned something. And if you are ready to learn step number 3, then join me in that live tomorrow. And yeah, we'll start this journey together. See you then. Until next time, bye.